Retail. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh with the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Yeah, the Grandpa project starts today. I'm driving up to see the little kumquat and how she's doing. So we'll have some of these recorded probably tomorrow and the next day. And I've got a really good show coming up with Dave from Mindfire. And we're going to talk about retailers who cancel their catalog. Yeah, okay. So let's get on with that. Let's see here. Say hi to the people out there. Thank you for the heart. So Microsoft, a couple of months ago, Apple removed all of the movies that people had bought, put that in quotes, from iTunes. I don't know why exactly. And now Microsoft is doing the same thing, removing all eBooks it ever sold from customers' digital libraries. You know, I wonder if they can take back my Kindle books. I don't know. I guess they could. But unlike Microsoft and Apple, who are software company, hardware company, Amazon's a book company. So my guess is they're going to play a little more fair with this intellectual property. But it just proves that eBooks an ugly experiment, and they can take your books away whenever they want. Never mind if you drop the device in the toilet. Okay, so what happened here? Oops. Oh, it can't save that. Okay, so let's go over here. So this is a 120-year-old apparel giant. It's a company named VF, which I'd never heard of, but the North Face, Vans, Timberland, a bunch of outdoor groups, some wool companies and stuff. They're trying to reinvent themselves. And one of the things I really liked about this article, a lot of it's gobbledygook about how, because our walls are plants and we have AI watering systems, somehow we're going to sell more clothes. But down here it gets a little interesting. This new headquarters in London is designed to basically give them a place to play. What would we think if the store looked like this or like that or whatever? Augmented reality with models and such. And but that wasn't the interesting part. The interesting part was down here at the bottom. You didn't think I got to the bottoms of these articles, did you? Okay, when we're watching TV or newspapers, no one was worried about, can I click my newspaper article or touch my button on my TV and buy, right? So all of us basically who grew up before 1995 were forced to buy through some other vehicle than the advertising medium we were watching, right? Okay, and digital marketing for a long time really became about pushing that one-time sale, and that model has significantly shifted. And I think this is really what I've been saying for decades now, is that timing the buy is extremely difficult because I can't time it, right? I don't know exactly when I'm going to buy the next set of tires or exactly when I'm going to buy the next car or exactly much of anything beyond, this morning. So if all of your focus is on real time being there when the customer decides to buy, you're putting a lot of faith in that one tiny sliver of time, and a marketer who's been there for a while and making someone's life better might have a longer term relationship and have a huge advantage when the decision is made, rather than you who are right there at the door with some product that they've never heard of. So, here it is. I'd rather not make the sale right now, but make that long-term investment with you, knowing that we're going to have more of a relationship over time. Sales come from that. It's really profound. I want you to really think about that. I used to sell an advertising campaign for pharmacies and for funeral homes. And there's an old joke in the funeral home industry, 10% discount if you walk in. But besides that, timing the buy isn't the most important thing. Pre-planning is the most important thing. And so I used to sell a column that would run weekly in the local paper from supposedly written by the funeral director. And they would talk about, when it's appropriate to send flowers. Is it appropriate to have children? Do you want to drug yourself to pieces to get through it? Probably not. Those kinds of things. And it built long-term customer loyalty. You don't need to time it with that kind of approach. There's a balance there. It's not universal in either direction, but I just want you to think about that. Okay, conversion rates triple when L'Oreal uses AR tech to showcase products. Okay, so back a couple of months ago, L'Oreal makeup company acquired Modiface. And what is Modiface? Okay, so I actually went over here and got a little bit of a hint on it. This is somebody changing their hair color with the app. Just kind of fun. I don't think it gives you, I think it does give you 3 views of the, hey, there's a guy doing it. I wondered if I was going to give it a try. But here's a couple of caveats on this story. One is, okay, so one is, okay, split test compared to what? And you need to have a comparison, a hold out of control. You need to say compared to pictures of you with, I don't know, that's the tough part. How could we make a lesser level? Maybe you can't. But the problem is that this is an app on your phone that lets you pick hair colors, lets you pick makeup colors, and the question is, are the people who are downloading the app 3 times more likely to buy from you anyway? Because we talked about AR apps being now a resistance point, that you have to load the app on your phone, right? And yesterday I was advocating the QR code in order to just keep it simple for people. Now the QR code's built into Apple and Android, so let's maximize that technology. But, and here's where L'Oreal is making a really good move. L'Oreal has begun to allow third-party platforms like Facebook, Instagram, WeChat, especially it'd be Instagram. Snapchat, I would think, would be the number one. But anyway, they're letting other people, not only other venues, other mediums or whatever, do it besides just the smartphone. But I'm not sure if you have to still download the app or if there's a privately branded app. They say it works on a website. Maybe you upload your picture and that's how it works. Don't know. But anyway, they're getting it out into the marketplace. They get a little bit of a licensing fee, but the most important part is we have 1.3 billion visitors to our website, which is pretty good if there's, 3 to 4 billion women? You've got a lot of penetration there. And I don't know how many of those have cell phones. I got to say a billion of them certainly don't. But the more scale Modiface achieves, the better the technology will become. It's a win-win for us and our consumers. See, they're thinking beyond just the immediate sale. They're thinking that this is a going forward, a way to try on makeup, a way to buy digital without having to go to the store. I'm thinking it's going to get better and better and better, and it makes a lot of sense. But I especially like that they didn't just keep the app to themselves. So if you have the app, it'll at least work with multiple brands. Okay, well, that's enough for today. Just watch how you phrase the headline, because this certainly looks like confirmation bias kind of testing. Not all testing gives you what you think in the results. I'm John Miglosh. Like and share. Your friends will think you're smart. Have a great day.